so ready. I'm so ready that I called you yesterday and said, would you like to do a podcast on MLK Day? That's not the theme of the podcast. We are very happy that we have the day off. I think now more than ever, the MLK remembrance is important. There is some crazy shit going on in this world. Me and Travis often look at each other. We're like, are we going to have a World War III? Like, is that going to happen? Like, okay, we want to be activists. We want to, support the causes that are important to us. But also, like, there's this, like, should we just enjoy it before it all goes to shit? That's kind of the feeling right now. I see TikToks from Minnesota a lot. That place looks fucking crazy. So we're recording on MLK Day. I literally thought this because I went to, is it like the 99 Ranch, Market Ranch 99? It's like an H Mart. It's like an Asian store. And I was walking out of there with all my little goodies. And I'm like, I don't want to live in a fucking world where I don't want to live in a country that's not full of immigrants. I don't want, so there's this girl on TikTok and she's teaching everyone how to be a Chinese baddie. Like, she's dropping the baddie girl routine. And she has so many women starting their day with like a tea that's really good for us. So there's this thing when you're a woman, society is not really cooked for you like toothpaste. Men and women have different pH balance in their mouth, yo. Like, we are so different. But everything has been made, for the most part, for men. Okay, fine. I'm trying to revert back to, okay, what's good for me? It's like hot things. Like, I think they proved that cold dips and all of that stuff, cold plunges weren't good for women. Like, women need warmth more than anything. So I try to do the sauna. I do like a cold dip every now and then. Like, I do, like, just to like prove some shit. Travis does one every morning. And I listen to my body. I'm like, would it be good right now for me? Like, should I, if I have a lot of what I feel like is inflammation, or if I've been working out a lot, I will do the cold dip because I feel like all of that water is nice for all my muscle soreness and stuff like that. But I do not enjoy it. I will not ever enjoy a cold plunge. But it is one of these things like mind over matter, be like the tiger, be like Bruce Lee. But Bruce Lee, again, another man. I'm not that. So I got all this stuff and I'm walking out. I'm like, bro, like, the deliciousness that comes from embracing other cultures is like, I don't want to live in a world where there's not delicious Asian food, where there's not delicious African food, where there's not, even like Italian food, Mexican food. Here in Texas, Tex-Mex, like, that's the thing. That's like its own thing because regionally the two are so closely intertwined. So I did have that thought and I go, ooh, I should go on TikTok and make a TikTok about it. And then I'm like, really, am I the political opinion? Am I the point person for these things? Not really. I'm not. So I just kept walking. And then I went to Nordstrom Rack and bought some things there. So I was at Nordstrom Rack. I'm like buying some stuff. And true story, I have a Nordstrom Rack credit card because you get Nordy notes. So if you spend you spend money and then you get points, and then your next transaction, maybe you get like $20 off or whatever. And I am on TV, so I do try to make fashionable choices. I want to look cute and fresh. And sometimes I'll go in there and browse around for Travis. The guy was like, do you want to open a Nordstrom Rack card? I was like, no. And he was like, you're spending a lot of money today. You could save a lot of points. And I was like, no. And his name was Cam, and he was this tall black man. And he had the nicest teeth. I go, does anyone ever tell you have nice teeth, Cam? And he was like, yeah, all the time. I'm like, well, they're really white. And he's like, thank you. So I really think you should get the card. I'm like, Cam, I'm not getting the fucking card. And he's like, well, why not? You don't like to save money? Like, dude. Like, I'm very direct. There aren't many people who like will come back for more with me. Okay. So I'm like half impressed by Cam, half annoyed, half like, ring me up. I have a podcast to do with Bobby, like at fucking 4:00, And I told him, I go, Cam, I'm supposed to meet someone at my apartment at 4:00. I said, if I am late, I said, I'm going to tell him to come looking for you. And he was like, tell him. Oh, no, he goes, tell her. He goes, I go, I'm supposed to meet my friend at 4:00. He goes, tell her to come find me. I'm like, it's a guy. So anyway, after some much back and forth, I did put it on the account I already had. I was like, I already have one, bro. He's like, well, put it on the card. That way you get the points. I'm like, oh my God. So That's what I did today. But I did want to catch you guys up because the last couple of episodes, we had Lily Jang, who's a great realtor. We had Chinadu, who is a funny ass motherfucker, funny ass comedian, and here in Houston. And so, but with me, I wanted to catch you guys up with what I've been doing. So a lot happened. We went to Utah for New Year's. Or no, not for New Year's, for Christmas. And there was no snow. We went to Park City, which is like hosted the Olympic twice. They have more trails than anyone. They have like all of these beautiful national forests and parks. And there was no snow. And there was no snow. And we were like, damn. So what are we gonna do? We did find some really cool parts. We went to this place called Antelope Island. It should be called Buffalo Island because we saw so many beautiful bison. It was awesome, like really up close. And buffalo like charge, they're crazy. Like you kind of have to keep your distance. But we saw like a herd of buffalo, like home on the range type shit, like where the deer and the antelope play. It was so fun. It was so beautiful, and we got a little hike in too. So that was one thing we did. Then there was a miracle of sorts. There was like a little baby snowstorm. So once we knew that there was gonna be snow, we booked the lift tickets, which were an astronomical price. Travis was like, this is your Christmas gift and your New Year's. Like, I don't know if we give New Year's gifts. He's like, this, and like your birthday. Like, this is all of it. And I was like, damn. Because what the hell, like skiing used to be, it was never, I don't think super affordable, but I think now that resorts have like stepped in, I do feel like basically private equity is ruining everything. You guys know this, but Travis is like, we're not going to pay this much to ski domestically anymore. He's like, we're just gonna go overseas. Like, we're just gonna go like get a cheap lift ticket. Like, it's cheaper to fly to the Swiss Alps now, or to like go to France. Like, it's such a shame. It's such a shame because there are so many beautiful ski spots. But I did learn, so Epic Pass is something that we have used. And I guess if you get in early, and Travis is a veteran, they do have a veteran discount. Like, and you go multiple times, it'll be worth it for you. But there's also this website I learned about called IndyPass, indypass.com. Not a sponsor yet, maybe not. They are all like the family owned resorts. Like, they're the ones that they're privately operated. Private equity has not sunk their teeth and sucked the blood out of the system at those places yet. So you can still get like a moderately priced lift ticket. I haven't been to any of the places. I haven't bought an Indy Pass yet, but that is something I'm gonna consider when skiing here in the States now, because all of these other places, they don't want to pay their ski patrol. They don't want to, they don't want to pay them like a fair wage. I'm sorry, like, you guys should see the ski patrol. Like, when you smack into a tree, twist your knee up, maybe you're too scared to come down the mountain. Like, the ski patrol is literally gonna save your life. Like, they are. When we were there were so many people, because the way it works in Park City, we were at canyons. There's like all these trails, but that snow, it only covered so many trails. So only like, I think it was under 20 trails out of like hundreds were open. And it was packed because so many people plan their trip. There's usually snow there at this time. So not only is it like packed, but like, you have to be careful. You have to be able to control yourself. And a lot of people couldn't. So they were smacking into each other. They were getting injured. Before our second time around, like on the lift, I had already seen like 4 people being escorted down in these like red sleds. So ski patrol is so important on any mountain. These are people who keep us safe. They teach little kids to ski. They teach adults to ski. And like, private resorts don't want to, private equity doesn't want to pay these people. They'd rather like freeze them out. They would freeze them out because they were trying to get a fair wage. And then I think last year, they went on strike. And then they were calling all these people that weren't qualified, and were like, because they were scrambling last minute. And then they were telling those random people, not the people that have worked there forever, like, oh, we'll pay you, we'll start you at $35 an hour, which is what the fucking original ski patrol was asking for. So I learned a lot about that. I obviously was scrolling a lot because I wanted to try to get a vibe of the place we were in. Park City is a very like fancy place. It's where Sundance Film Festival has been held before, and there was a couple of Banksies on the wall. So that was really cool to see some of the Banksy artwork. I think in total he drew either 4 or 6. No, I think he drew 6, and immediately the next day, the city officials painted over with it, and it was graffiti. Can you imagine painting over a Banksy, not knowing, hey, and the reason Banksy was there is that I think at Sundance there was an actual movie or documentary that was done on him. So that was really cool to see that. We did go to a couple of pubs. We went to this one place that had karaoke. So of course Travis makes friends with a bunch of dudes that love karaoke, and apparently we're going back. We've been invited back to Park City. This one guy who, speaking of Switzerland, he was on the Swedish Special Forces. Big old guy. I'm like, did you just meet the biggest guy in the room? He was so nice, and he was like, there's people at my house now, but you guys can stay anytime, come back another weekend. When it's snowing, you can. I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. So we might actually go back. I don't know if we're gonna stay with him or Travis's friend. Travis's friend also invited us back. He's like, dude, you really wanna come during February? I'm like, dude, we really don't have that much time off during February, but we're gonna try. So that's what happened there. I also had some really good bar food. I had Polish bar food. It was pierogies and brats. I think it was Czech, Polish, German. I think it was all of them. I don't know. I don't want to group that group together. But it's not food that normally is on my radar. And we had a really good place that served it. And it was very random in the middle of Salt Lake City. Okay, so we saw, we talked about Banksy, the art. We talked about the scene there. It's very cute. I just feel like a lot of people have money there. There's a Kimosabi, which is one of the where all the Real Housewives go get their cowboy hats customized. There was one there, and I was like, ooh, I want to go in. And I was like, we cannot afford to go in there. I was like, damn it. Also, there was a piano bar that we ate at an Italian restaurant. The girl playing has actually spent some time in Houston. So we were chatting her up. She sang so beautifully. We walked to dinner. So after we went skiing, we walked to dinner because our little lodge was right there in Park City, and it was really cold. Travis had already showered, and you know how your mom always says, don't go outside with your hair wet. Well, Travis, when we got back, we go to sleep. We had, some wine, some martinis, and we had been drinking. That day we skied, and I don't know if it was dehydration, the cold walk or whatever, but I wake up to Travis making sounds I have never heard another human make. And I was it was one of those wake you up sounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, is someone dying in the restroom? Is my boyfriend dying in the restroom? So I'm like, damn, I don't know what to do. I feel so bad. I can't just go back to sleep. So I'm like, let me check on him. So I go and I tap, tap, tap on the door. And he's I hear him and he's like, you don't want to come in here. Nobody wants to come in here. And I was I cracked the door just to observe the scene. And the pungency that hit me, I wish upon no one. He was right. No human should have been in there. It smelled like death. It was so stinky. He was puking. He was peeing out of his butt. TMI, I'm sorry. But he got really, really sick. And I was so cold, but I still opened the little vent in the room because I was like, oh, it is so smelly in here. It smells like death. They're gonna think we hid a body in here. It's disgusting. So he had a 24-hour down and outer. We were gonna go to one more national park that next morning. We had already talked about it at dinner. He was down for the count. And I wasn't mad. But I was a little jealous because we had been eating and drinking like shit, and he expelled all of it. I thought we were getting fat together, and then he just basically did a cleanse without me. He just did a cleanse without me. So now I'm the chubby one, and I'm still hungry because we've been eating so bad. So I DoorDashed some chicken soup to the room and I took care of him. He told me that he wanted 30 blankets. He goes, I need 30 blankets. I go, you want me to call the front desk and ask for 30 blankets? He goes, yes, that's what my grandma would do. I'm like, I'm not your fucking grandma. And I was like, I'm not gonna ask for 30 blankets. I was like, I can ask for one extra one. He was like, I'm so cold. And I was like, okay. So all of the coats and ski, all the clothes that we packed, I literally just put it all, even I had bought Sophia this little Nike like set over there. I'd put every literal item of clothing I found. It was like the Princess and the Pea when they stack all those mattresses. I like stacked all those clothes on him. But he felt better. Thank God, because he had to drive us back. We had to drive back to the airport. And I'm like, okay, are you sure you can do it? Like, do I need to drive? He was like, no, I'm fine. He just literally needed rest and water. That's the other thing. Travis is a unit. Like he'll bounce back pretty quickly. I'm talking about from a hangover, anything. And I, again, not mad, just a little jealous. And okay, so that was really fun. Let's see, we were watching, so because he was down and out, we were watching a lot of football games and a lot of commercials. I think I watched like a whole season of Below Deck because he was just asleep and out. So I like, what did you do in Utah? Well, I watched a whole season of Below Deck Mediterranean. It was awesome. But then it was on cable TV. So I'm like having to watch a lot of commercials. And then I was like, Sky Rizzy. And I was like, Sky Rizzy just sounds like a Gen Z big pharma. Like, who is behind Sky Rizzy? Like, it's such a Gen Z name. And then I was also thinking when we were watching football, I'm like, bro, who invented timeouts? Timeout sounds like such a dude thing. Like, no. Wait. We want to talk. We want to get in a little huddle and talk. Like that. Guys are so silly. Guys are so silly for that. Like, no, we want to play the game, but we just want to have like, give us like 4 times where we get to talk. And we just want to talk. And then we'll play. So those were like the random thoughts I was thinking whilst in the hotel room. Okay, I also got a visit from my monthly visitor and I tried to DoorDash. Actually, I tried to Uber Eats, which guys, I think I'm off of Uber Eats. Did you see that leak? That leak of, there was this guy and he said, I'm on a burner computer right now, but I want to let you know, like, this place is taking your money. And he's talking about basically like a DoorDash or an Uber Eats or like a Postmate situation. He says that priority thing, bullshit. That's not a thing. You can't get your food faster than anyone. They just make everyone else wait a little bit longer. And then he said that the desperate drivers, the ones that are taking like little like $10 ones, they give them more. So instead of rewarding them for taking these little shit orders and thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get a big one, they know they're desperate for money, so they keep giving them crappier and crappier rides. Whereas Joe Schmo, who like maybe gets on the weekend just to like kill time, they give them like the big orders with the big tips and stuff like that. So it was pretty scandalous, and I was like, damn. And of course, I had just Uber Eated like what did I order? Big old box of tampons, the Selena Gomez Oreos, and like one other thing. And it took so long. I was like, bro, I'm literally bleeding out. My man is dying. This is where we're gonna bleed out. Okay, got it. So look up that. Oh, and so that was like leaked on Twitter. And then the CEO of DoorDash was like, FYI, this isn't us. Like, this isn't, he is not talking about us. Like, you know who he's talking about. And everyone was like, Uber Eats, he's talking about Uber Eats. It's so clear. So then that's really my beef with like and here where we're located downtown, it's like there's no real excuse. Like, we can go get food, we can go do this. Like, we have a restaurant downstairs. Like, we literally have no excuse. We have not Uber Eats since we have been in this apartment, which actually I'm pretty proud of. We've only been in here like 3 months though, like 2.5. So don't be too proud of us yet. I'll have to recheck that number once our lease is up. Also, so I beef with them. I also have beef with Arby's. There was this girl who she was talking to her grandma on TikTok, and she was like, Grandma, what did you just tell me? And she was like, what? And she was like, how long have you worked for Arby's? She said 22 years. She has never gotten a raise in 22 years, or I think she makes $9 now. When she started, maybe it was like $7.50 or something like that. 22 years, she makes $9 an hour, and these motherfuckers are sponsoring Real Housewives. I love Angie from Real Housewives Salt Lake City, but like that's where they're investing their money back into, and they're paying some big celebrity to be like, eat at Arby's, we've got the meats. Alex Earl, all the models, they, instead of their employees that have worked there for 20 plus years, that's what they're concerned about. I knew I didn't like that damn food anyway. So, Arby's, shame on you. Shame on you. I just think we got to make this switch. I think we got to put the car in reverse and get back to taking care of the people that take care of you, putting those profits back into the consumer, not using the shittiest food you can find. Like it is so, we are collectively over it. I mean, I feel it. I know it. I can tell. The sentiment, I hope, changes very soon. And we have to remember, you vote with your dollar. Okay? Speaking of dollar, I went to Dollar Tree. Big old haul. Under $50. They had all the skincare, like, dupes. Better than, well, not better than, but like, if you buy one thing at Sephora, it's going to be $42. I bought like a million things at Dollar Tree that were dupes and similar to serums and lotions and potions that I would buy at Sephora, and it was all under $50. So I really, 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 really appreciate that because everyone deserves to have a skincare routine. Oh, didn't mean to smack the mic. Everyone deserves to have a skincare routine, okay? And I'm gonna stand on that in 2026. Okay, so then after we came back from Utah, we came into Houston. We literally landed, came back, switched out our luggage, grabbed stuff, headed down to Corpus Christi. Why did we go to Corpus Christi? Because this is something that I couldn't say. I was holding it to my chest. My brother proposed to his girlfriend, Savannah, and we love her. We love a cute addition to the Barrera family. And of course, he expected us to do all of the work, which is our pleasure. I had got like 30 bottles of champagne from Costco. We had to load that up in Travis's car. We had to take it down there. I got her a banner. My friend Giovanna makes banners. Her business is called Mind Your Banners. I think it should be called Javanners, but no one asked me. It said ringing in the new year, Jorge and Savannah. It had the date. It had a big old ring and champagne popping. So that was really cute. We went to Walmart and we bought all the Christmas lights that were like 75% off. We decked out the whole backyard in decorations. I made a big old pot of menudo. I made a buffalo chicken dip, which I stole that idea from Alex P. Middleton because, man, the last time they had a party for Elle, there was this buffalo chicken dip and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I made it and everyone loved it. Everyone was like, that was the best thing. That was the best thing. This kind of turned, so I'm just gonna move it. So that was really good. So she says yes, it's amazing. He bought her a 3-carat ring, so fucking gorgeous, so sparkly, so cute, fireworks popping, everything. It was such a beautiful moment. So it was really, really, really important. And New Year's was my dad's favorite holiday. And we did it at the house. The way we did it is that we started at my brother and Savannah's house. And then he was like, let's go to dad's for like old time's sake. And like, that's where he did it because that, I think, was really special. Georgie is the type of person, my brother's the type of person, he could have taken her anywhere. He could have taken her to Napa Valley. He could have taken her to Aspen. I mean, he could have really taken her anywhere. And he wanted to make sure that it was more special than that. And not only was it at a place where we were raised, some place we came from, but it's some place we feel like my dad's spirit lingers and is still around and is very strong. So that was really cool. My mom was crying, Savannah was crying, everyone was crying. It was really, really cool. And yeah, it was a lot of preparation, a lot of work, but we got her done. And I'm not doing that for anyone else, so I hope they stay together forever. Speaking of the proposal and ringing in the new year, just when we had that nice moment, I'm going to give you a little story time. So we had that lovely, beautiful moment. She said yes. The next day, it's like, oh, a little hungover. But we have to go back to my dad's and clean it up because we don't own that house anymore. It now belongs to the Barrera family. And so we had to clean it up. And Travis, Savannah, and Georgie are all like, Tess, you gonna come clean with us? And they were all already up. I go, guys, I'll walk over there because it's literally like a 2-block walk. And it was a nice day. So I was like, I'll meet you over there. Let me just walk in the sunshine. Like chug some water and get my bearings about me, right? So I walk over there. As soon as I get there, Travis is like, oh, nice timing. We're already done with the front yard. I'm like, Travis, shut up. I'm like, and my brother's like, you can start inside. I'm like, okay. So I go inside and then we do the backyard and then I make my way back to the dishes because my Aunt Lydia, who helps us all the time with everything, we're like doing the first once over. She will go back and like make sure everything is like spotless. Like she'll clean it for real. But we're just making sure there's not a mess for her. I'm also getting like my mom's crock pots, things that we took over there, anything extra, groceries that I think Georgie could need or my mom could use or whatever. So I'm like packing it all up. When I go out to the front, Georgie's like in the trash can, but he's like looking over here and I'm like, what are you looking at? And he's like, you see that? He's like, you see that over there? And I'm like, what? And it was like a couple arguing. And I'm like, yeah, but it's the hood and like whatever, everyone argues, you know? So I'm just like, whatever. I'm not in that business, whatever. Come back in and I'm like starting the dishes and I'm like washing, but the door's open. So I hear my brother go, hey, Travis, come here. But he says it in a tone that I'm like, something is going on. So I go, Travis, go outside. And Travis is like, huh? And I'm like, come outside. I'm already out there. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, look at my brother. I'm like, what? He's like, he's beating her ass. When I tell you I Terminator sprinted down the street, there was another man already walking. Like he had like a tool, his cane or something, like he was walking over there. I sprinted over there and it's really at this point like just a flash and a montage in my memory because it happened so quick. And I know that's not smart. I didn't have a gun. He could have had a gun. And I just went over there because I saw him like wailing on her. And I knew my brother and Travis were like behind me. So I like literally sprint over there and I'm like, hey motherfucker, get off her. Like, I'm like trying to scare him with my voice because I know I'm really loud and I know I can like have a big bark, but I also am like keeping my distance. Like I'm obviously not going to go like tackle dude or like try to fight a man ever. He finally, he like gets up off of her and she's like, give me my phone. And he's like getting in her truck. And I'm like, hey, what's your problem, dude? Like, what is your problem? Like, everyone can see you. What's going on? And I hear him go, I have the knife. He tells her, he goes, I have the knife. And that is when I pull out my phone and I'm like, you have a knife? You're threatening her? Get his license plate, do the whole thing. And he's like backing out and she's like, just give me my phone. And he's like backing out. He's like, we had an agreement. Like I have it all on tape. He's like, we had an agreement, and you didn't abide by that agreement. And he's like this little cholo looking motherfucker. Like he's a stocky little Mexican dude. She's like a Mexican lady as well. And I'm like, oh, you had a deal so you can beat on her? And that's what I'm saying in the video. I'm like, you can beat on her in front of everyone? Like, we all saw you, dude. You have a knife. And he's like looking at me, but I know my brother's behind me. And I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, you're going to beat me too? You're going to beat my ass? And he's just like, he's one of those. He's a piece of shit. He hits women. Like, my brother's like, just get out of here, dude. So as soon as he gets out of there, I call the cops and I'm like, this guy's beating on this girl. And I'm like, oh my God. It's like this whole thing, the cops come, like so drama. Day one of the new year, day one of 2025, of 2026, as if 2025 wasn't a big enough shit show. That's what happened. And so like the cops come, we give them our statement, give that girl my number. And I kind of tell the girl too. And when I'm recording, I go, and I don't know what you did or like how you're involved. Like I knew she wasn't, but I kind of wanted just to have her saying her piece on camera. So she was like, no, like he was keeping me captive in the house. She said he had her locked in and that she had caught him cheating and that's why he had her phone. But dude's a piece of trash. She needs to get out of there. We did see her truck driving off. I hope she's okay. I hope she doesn't go back to this loser. And finally, we're walking back. And as we're walking back, because we had put my dad's picture like on a chair to like see the proposal, Georgie had like put it down in a way that it looked like my dad was just looking at us like walking back from a fight. I was so like, oh my God. So that was the drama. That was the drama on day one of 2026 and so crazy. I think there should be a registry for domestic violence, just like there's a registry for, rapists, for felons. I think if you put your hands on women or kids or or anyone in a domestic situation, I think your ass should be clocked. I think people should know about it. And I think you should work on your anger, because this is coming from someone who had a lot of anger as a kid. I mean, you need to find an outlet. You need to... I'm also laughing because my youngest sister, Allison, she goes to these like rock shows where there's like a pit and there's like moshing going on. And apparently she wasn't paying attention and she got like clocked. Like she got a little shiner because someone like was swinging their... I'm like, Elsa, what are you doing? She's like, no, it's my fault. If you're by the mosh pit, like those are the rules. Like it's just an outlet, people go. And I'm like, these are for motherfuckers who didn't play organized sports. They're not coordinated enough to play sports, so they're in there moshing. But you know what? They're getting their rage out and they're not fucking going home and beating on their women. So if you need to go to a mosh pit and fucking swing around and do all the stuff and just get it all out, do that. But don't take it out on other people. Oh, that makes me so mad. I don't like a bully. People are like, sometimes people think that I'm a bully, but I'm a bully's bully. If I see you being mean to someone, yeah, I will bully your ass. I will. And I'm not afraid to do it. So anyway, domestic violence across the street, check that off. We talked about it. So awful, so awful. We've been doing a lot of pickleball recently. We did pickleball. Picklemania is a really good one. It's at Lyric Market. We did pickleball, Elite Pickleball, which is in like Clear Lake. Chicken and Pickle in Webster is on our list. Plus it's by Marisco's place, Vida Mariscos, which I did go and I did have a beer. Do you ever go to a restaurant with someone and they're like, oh no, I'm not eating. Like I know you like this. Okay, but I like to enjoy it with other people. If I just would have came by myself, Travis did that to me. I do love Mariscos. I'm so glad he took me. But I don't want you to go and watch me eat. I'll just go by myself. I will just go by myself. And he was like, babe, I'm sorry. I'll take a bite. I'll do anything. And I'm like, it's too late. The Texans also lost that day. So we blame ourselves I blame me for arguing over Mariscos. He said everything was just he said he could feel that we weren't going to win. And Travis is a Pisces and he has like a little bit of witchcraft in him. So I go, why didn't you tell me? He goes, because I don't want to be negative and I don't want to ruin it for everyone. He goes, the only way we would have won if I would have bet on the Patriots. I'm like, we should have bet on the Patriots. He goes, no, I made a deal. I'm not going to sports gamble anymore. I was like, okay, like whatever, dude. That's what's been going on. Chinadu, who was on episode 7, he was on HL. And he's been promoting, I think he did a show here at the Improv. That was really fun. He was working for the Texans and I saw that, they had posted like a thanks for the memories this season. He was like, no, not the thanks for the memories post or something like that. That was very fun. Promoting the podcast, trying to be that bitch, working on myself. I was sick and now I'm back to like working out and I feel good this year. I want to take things I don't want to take no shit. I want to take things slow, but I also want to put as much as on my plate as I can handle. Like I don't want to be too soft with it. I want to go full speed, but I also don't want to go at a messy speed, like a full speed where it's like messy, because I am messy Tessie and sometimes I'm like all over the place. Rodeo is coming up. We went to the lineup announcement party. Josh Abbott played. We got to meet Josh Abbott. It was really, really fun. I was barely getting over my sickness that night. That was like the last day of like where I'm like, okay, I feel like 80%, like I'm back. And I was like, well, I'll just go take a couple tequila shots and my sickness will be cured. Still a little lingering throat issues there, but I think that's pretty common, especially if you don't take any antibiotics. Antibiotics kind of take all your good bacteria too. Like they kind of fuck your body up. So if I can avoid taking them and I feel like I can fight it with, pho, vitamin C, liquid IV, then that's what I do. Have you seen the trend where it's like people that can play the piano and they play a song for their friend or dad or family member who doesn't really listen to music, and it'll be like a really popular song and they tell them that they wrote it. It's so funny. So there's this girl playing like Lana Del Rey for her girlfriend, and the girlfriend's like, wow. Like, she's just like, wow, that is so good. She's like, yeah, I wrote it yesterday. And it's like some really popular song. A girl did it with her dad and All Too Well, which is like the most popular song of Taylor Swift of all time. And he goes, well, it sounds a little familiar. She goes, no, I wrote it last night. Like, it's so funny. I love that. If I could play piano, I would certainly do that to someone who wasn't as musically like inclined. We went down to have dinner the other day and we walked out, and this random dude who lives in our building, he had a glass of wine and he was playing Drops of Jupiter and he was singing it, and there was like an echo. I mean, we got dinner and a show the other night. That was really cool. He was very buzzed and he was very fun. So that was cool. Also, I finally showed some of my work coworkers my old LFL highlights, my Lingerie Football League highlights, because I want to be on the Traitors. I've been watching the Traitors and they're like, I don't know, Tessa, you're so nice. I'm like, I'm not nice. Like, guys, no, I'm not. I'm like, come here, gather around, children, gather around. And I like showed them my clips of me laying bitches out. And they were like, oh, Tessa, oh my gosh. I'm like, see? I go, guys, this is the real me. This is the me I have to like put a little lid on to be a functioning member of society. So that was really fun. We got to go to Minute Maid, Daikin Park. Our friend Other John, who is a Rod Ryan listener, a Houston Life watcher. He has amazing girls, Ellie, and Grace. And Lily is the company that I get my GLP-1s from, okay? So he does not have a daughter named Lily. I have a pharmaceutical company named Lily. John has Ellie the elder and Grace the youngin. That's how I have to remember them because they look so much alike. So anyway, he usually takes them to this event where you can do batting practice on the dirt there at Minute Maid. I'm not calling it Daikin. And it was so fun. I went with Travis. It was so hard. All I did was get a foul tip. They give you 5 pitches. And I was like, damn, that was really hard. Like, I really was trying my best. And I didn't get it. They're like, oh, you can go again. I was like, I can go again? So I send my brother the video, no context. I go, hey, what am I doing wrong here? And it's just me, like, at Minute Maid, like, trying to hit it. He goes, first of all, cool. Second of all, slow it down, like let the ball come to you. And so like taking his advice, I went back and I hit one. I hit 2 into play. Best moment of my life, best thing I've ever done. And then when it was my turn to record Travis, I was doing it. And the best one he hit, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. And I didn't get the good video. And as I leaned back, this pillow started vibrating. This is a vibrating pillow, guys. Not sexual, just regular pillow. You just put it on your back, lean back. I got it at Nutcracker Market. It was $40. And who did I go do it with? I think I did it with my friend Javon, and she goes, those things are a ripoff. And I was like, she was like, that's dumb. I was like, I bought one. Like you should have told me before I bought it. But I really like it. I do like it. It is nice when you're just like, okay. So I don't know the company, but they have all different kinds. And the guy was such a good salesman. He was like, they're 1 for 40 or 2 for or 2 for 75, and if you don't get one for your partner, I can't guarantee they won't divorce you, or like something like that. And I was like, just give me one, sir, thank you. So yeah, so that was really fun. I have, again, been loving the Traitors. I have opinions on the Traitors. If you want to talk about it, or if you think I should talk about it, please let me know, because I can get into it. I think Michael Rappaport is very annoying, but I think he is great reality TV. I think it was a mistake to let him go. I think Ron is annoying. I think Colton is public enemy number 1. I thought Rob was going to crash out. He is like, people love him. I still can't take him seriously though, because of his season on Love Island. Love the Housewives, obviously. But Lisa Rinna, I think, is about to get chopped. I think she's done too much. So that's where I'm at on the Traitors. They are accepting applications for like real civilians. So that is on my to-do list. I need to do that really soon. Derek said he was going to help me, but he already helps me so much with regular work. I don't know that I could ask him for that, but I really think I would be a great traitor. Like, I really do. What else? I think that's it. I think that's me just catching up with you guys. I appreciate you. I've had some really nice messages about Tess Talks. You guys liked the Lily episode, and we're just gonna keep on rocking, okay? Me and Bobby Jokes over here, we're gonna just keep on rocking, keep on doing the reps, and we hope you enjoy the content we put together for you. We also need to mention our sponsor, Barrera Law. Last time we forgot to do it. So yeah, just showing Barrera Law a lot of love. And they actually posted about my brother's proposal, which was really sweet. That is the law firm that my brother works for. That is the law firm that has helped me when I've been in an accident. And I really hope that you guys take advantage of all they have to offer. jbarreralaw.com. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole Tess Talk, episode 9. We're getting into double digits. We're just chugging along. Okay.